So in this video, we're going to help you choose which set of Apple earphones to buy, because the second generation is now old news and it's been replaced with third generation. So which one should you get?
But because we're really thorough reviewers, we're also going to include products from Beats because, well, Apple owns Beats, which include products like the Powerbeat Pros, the Beats Studio Buds, Powerbeats, and Beat Flex. Now, if you think we're being silly by including earphones from Beats, did you know that Apple has produced 3 of these headphones in the last 18 months, with the Studio Buds being the newest product being released this past June?
Now, this is important to note because from our perspective, the Beats Flex and Studio Buds are going to give you a run for your money for the second gen AirPods as well as the AirPod Pros. For the rest of this video, we're going to break down each one of these products in terms of usability at the office, at home, at the gym. But first, we're going to rank them all according to sound quality so that we're not repeating ourselves too much.
In general, the AirPods Pro sound the best because of the in-ear fit and the ANC. Next would be the Studio Buds for the same reasons, in-ear fit and ANC, but the Pro has better ANC than the Studio Buds. Next up would be the third gen AirPods. If ANC wasn't a factor, the sound quality of the new AirPods is very close to the AirPods Pro, with the differences coming from the fact that the Pro has an in-ear design, whereas the third gen AirPods don't.
The Beats Flex and the second generation AirPods come next in terms of sound quality. The biggest difference in terms of sound is, again, the in-ear design of the Flex over the hanging on shelf feel of the older AirPods. Now, the Millennial Participation Prizes go to the Powerbeats and the Powerbeats Pro. For whatever reason, these headphones didn't have the fullness of sound that the other earphones had in this video. So those are our observations about the sound quality of these earphones. Now, I will admit that sound quality, like colors, is very subjective to each individual. So things that sound great in my ears do not sound as great in Val's ears.
So for me, I think the biggest difference with the new AirPods in terms of sound quality is the spatial audio. Like that just like gave it 10 extra points.
We'll talk about that real soon.
Anyway, let's talk about which earphones are going to be the best for the office.
Now, we've slogged through a ton of earphones over the last couple of years, and for us, the most important feature is device flexibility. Being able to move our headphones from desktop to tablet to phone is a must. Now, most companies will claim that this is possible with their products because, well, they're truly wireless. Now, as a side note, the phrase truly wireless, from my perspective, is the contender for the dumbest marketing word for wireless headphones in 2021. Like, what other dumb marketing words that kind of reach up there with truly wireless?
Like superfoods. It's fucking food.
Like a two-way conversation, like, isn't a conversation like a bare minimum 2 ways? Like, if it's not 2 ways, you're just talking to one another. You're just talking at the person.
Win-win situations.
Consumer-centric products.
Holistic product development.
Influencer marketing.
Thought leaders.
Meta.
Isn't that the new name of Facebook?
Yeah, so definitely a change in name is definitely going to fix the problems that Facebook is now. It's currently a dumpster fire of vitriol and division. Like, I don't know. What other dumb marketing words are there?
Reviewer, not influencer.
Anyways, back to device flexibility. Any earphone with Apple's H1 chip or W1 chip is going to make switching devices incredibly easy. Honestly, being able to sync new earphones by opening the cap of the case is so awesome. It's just simple and it works. Also, being able to go from device to device easily is also just such a simple thing but effective feature for these products. The only product in this video that doesn't have an H1 chip or the older W1 chip is the Studio Buds, so you still have to manually connect them like their old school Bluetooth headphones, which makes it no different than every other pair of non-Apple headphones that we've used. And I guess that's why Apple marketed this product for Apple and Android devices.
Oh snap. Now, after device flexibility, the features that are necessary for office use is noise cancellation, battery life, and call quality. With noise cancellation, you're stuck with the AirPod Pros if you've eliminated the Studio Buds from before. Now, after that, the in-ear design of the Beats Flex is going to offer the most non-ANC noise cancellation. The Apple AirPods 3rd generation is going to be next. Everything else just sounds like a noisy dumpster fire when it comes to noise cancellation.
So before we get to the next section, if you are enjoying this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of our stuff, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to help us out in keeping this channel unsponsored and unbiased, what can they do, Val?
You can support us through Patreon.
Yay!
For battery life, most products with a charging case will offer 24 hours of listening with the exception of the new AirPods, which have 30 hours. For the office life, we prefer the earbud charge case combo as it allows you to basically listen and charge at the same time. The flow is easier to manage than the standalone units with no charge case, but if you're looking for a maximum charge in one sitting, that goes to the Flex at 12 hours and Power Beats with 15 hours.
Last thing is call quality. The Pro takes the cake again, followed by the 3rd generation AirPods. The mesh on the new buds actually works well, based on how we tested it. The 2nd generation AirPods would come in next, and all the Beats products generally sound like old pop when it comes to call quality. Flat and terrible. If we had to pick an old pop, well, it would be the Studio Buds. So when it comes to using all these products in the office, the AirPod Pros, they come out on top easily. Followed by the AirPod 3s, the 3rd generation versions, and then the Power Beats. The only reason why the Power Beats for me cracked the top 3 is because there's 15 hours worth of battery in those headphones. So you get through almost 2 days without having to worry about your headphones dying.
For home use, there's one feature that trumps everything else: spatial audio. It makes watching movies incredible. You will literally be blown away the first time you listen to a movie on an iPhone or iPad with spatial audio. That feature only exists on the AirPods Pro and 3rd generation AirPods.
The second feature that's important for home from our perspective is the ability to share your audio. Great for when you need to keep things quiet while allowing someone else to watch what you're watching or to share a great song. Now there's only one pair of headphones that can't do this in the video, which is the Studio Buds. Now, if you've never used spatial audio, you might not be that fussed about this feature for your earphone accessory.
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 I am literally saying it the same way you are saying it.
Accessory.
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 You're confusing me now. Accessory. So I've been having a lot of fun in the comments of our videos. I replied to someone's comment and they replied like, "This is not Val." And I was like, "No, yeah, it's me." And I was like, "Yeah, like I'll mention you in our next video." And Mo, is his name Mo? Hi Mo, it's me. Thank you for watching and for commenting. Also in the comments, someone mentioned transparency mode, and they made a really good point. Now that a lot of people are working from home and a bunch of people have kids at home, if you're working and you need to have your headphones in or you're on calls all the time, having transparency mode is actually a really good feature if you need to hear your kids in the background. You don't want to like tune them out completely and then your kids are like killing themselves.
Destroying the house.
So that's actually a really good point. I know I would use that if I was at home for sure. All right, let's talk about clang and banging. Why?
Next section is about clanging and banging. This one is easy. Earphones that don't rely on just the inside of your ear to stay in win in this category. That means that any product with the word Power Beats in it is going to be good for the gym, and the Pro versions are hands down the best headphones I've worked out with. They just stay in. Now for me, personally, the only thing that matters when I'm working out is that my headphones don't fall out. So if I'm dying on an air bike, the last thing I want to think about is, are my headphones gonna fall out? Like, I just wanna focus on what my body's doing, which is dying, and not have to worry about my headphones falling out. And I've spoken to so many people that have watched my videos that I do know, and they're like, it just makes so much sense. If it doesn't fall out, then I could just focus on my workouts. It's a little less about how well they sound and more like, how long can I listen to the music without them falling out?
The Power Beats have a similar hook design, but there's one fatal flaw, and it's the wires connecting the two buds. That wire sometimes gets caught under a barbell and will pull out the buds during a back squat. For the other headphones, check out the videos we did for the Beats headphones and the workout video we did for the Apple AirPods a day ago.
So after that, unless you're buying specific headphones for the office, for the home, for the gym, I have, because I'm a reviewer, not an influencer, as a blanket statement, I would go with the AirPod Pros because it offers the most flexibility and I can still work out with it. Followed in a close second is going to be the updated 3rd generation AirPod Pros. These things, like, Apple did a great job kind of revamping this product class, we'll say. Wow. And the last is going to be the Power Beats Pro because, as I said before, I work out a lot and I just love how they stay in your ears. and I don't have to worry about it. And in a pinch, if all my headphones in the studio are dead, I will default to these and I can wear them for the entire day without much of a hassle. So yeah, we're drinking Kentucky Bucks, by the way.
Honestly, I still stick with the AirPods.
So this is number one?
Number one would be the new AirPods. Number two would be the original, the OG AirPods.
Oh, the second generation, OG.
OG too. And yeah, then my third pick would be these. I'm not a fan of like the wrapping around. I feel like it makes my ears look massive and it's just uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's a me thing, like it's just personal preference. I just like that the AirPods just sit in your ears, and I've never really had any issues with them falling out, maybe like once or twice. But usually I take a long enough break in between my reps that I can just put them back in. But I'm not a fan of the wrapping around of the ears. It's just annoying and bulky, and it just feels like,
but the stability is so great.
I'm just so aware that they're in my ears. Like with the AirPods, I put them in and I forget that they're there.
For the Beat Flexes, one of the reasons why this was mentioned at the beginning of the video is that this is 70 bucks. And for 70 bucks, you get a decent pair of sounding headphones, but you get the W1 chip, which is older than the H1 chip, but it has all the quality of life features like easy device switching, which is incredibly easy, like awesome, how do you say awesome, and audio sharing. And in the gym, between the Power Beats and the Flexes, these ones are better because they don't get caught on your neck when you're basically racking anything on your back. Like these things are just, for 70 bucks, it's so hard to disagree with these. And you could turn them into a necklace.
Honestly, I don't like those at all. Like they're very annoying to wear. I don't like the in-ear, the buds, I've said that before, like the rubber tip thingies. Anytime I'm moving, jumping, running, they always fall out. And then having that around your neck always gets caught between the barbell, or it's like flapping up and down when you're doing burpees and then it moves them out of place. I don't like them.
So that's all we got for this video. Question, comments, leave them down there. If you're gonna buy one of these products, buy it through our links. This channel's not sponsored. Apple doesn't give a rat's ass about us, even though we spend thousands of dollars on headphones. First time watching one of our videos, subscribe, hit the notification bell. What else can I do, Val?
You can also support us through Patreon.
We're more active on Patreon. Woo! Thanks for watching.